Hello everyone, Narelle Warcon here from Mackay, Queensland, Australia. If you have watched my little video on my update, I'm still here. I mentioned that I would be doing a little video or, things about or recording, sorry, because I can't go live right now, just about the reflections and my thoughts, I suppose, because I've had, many people mention, we've listened to many of our wonderful brothers and sisters share their thoughts and feelings around Victory with Ash. So yes, I've written it down a little bit, but just to keep me on track. But I want to say thank you so much for your support, for your love, for your understanding. And I want to go into, like I said, share a little bit, for my understanding. And for those who come here on YouTube and listen to my side, my take on it all. So bear with me and let's get into it. So I wanted to take a few moments to share something important, something that marks a beautiful new chapter for all of us, Victory with Ash. Many of you, and I know many of us, have heard by now, that on passive is no more. And it's not as we knew it, okay? It is no longer moving forward in that form. And yes, change can feel uncertain, especially when you've poured time, belief, and love into something that shaped us deeply. And I want to appreciate each and every one of you who is moving forward with Victory with Ash. We have been asked to let go of the old, okay? We're in a new vehicle. The only thing that's come forward is Ash Mafara, our CEO himself. But here's the truth, victory isn't the end, it's the beginning. So what's ahead is a new direction with our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara, one that focuses on learning, growth, and transformation. He's asked us to let go of the old, not as a loss, but as a release, because when we release what no longer serves us, we make space for something greater to rise. And isn't that true? Isn't that true in life when we let go of the old? Moving on from a relationship, anything that if we don't move on, we don't grow. That's how I look at things. So this new platform, this learning center, and again, there's many names that you can use. I'm just using what I see it to be, and what others have used as well. It will be a place of fun. Now, I listened to Chris Johnson live, which was early this morning, but I just watched the recording. And, Chris is talking about fun. Let's make it fun. This is not just about, learning and rehashing and going over old stuff or learning new stuff where you've got to sit there and read and take all this stuff in. I tell you, I wasn't a very good student at school. I failed a lot of classes, but I tell you what, the things that I do remember, because I'm good at maths and business principles, so business type of things, I suppose. But the reason why I was good at those was because of the teacher. Now, the teachers were understanding, they gave you the ability or the belief in yourself that you can do this. And it might take you a little bit longer to learn, just like Chris said, he doesn't learn very easily by reading and, listening and, all that sort of stuff. There's going to be fun ways. We don't know what that is yet. But right now we need to approach it with a fun attitude, with a mindset of wanting to move forward with Victory with Ash. So it's a learning center, will be a place of fun, discovery, and mindset growth. Are you willing to change your mindset? Are you willing to move forward from the old and go into a new learning ability, new technology in a sense, but the way of how that is given to us or shared with us so that everyone knows where they are. We're all here to help each other. We're not here to be above or learn quicker, and those that learn quicker will be able to help each and every one of us. Like I said, I wasn't the best student at school. So it's not about tech savvy or how tech savvy you are. okay? Because there are many, and I get many messages asking me, you know, like, what is it? What are we going to learn? You know, I don't think I can do that. I can't do marketing and I can't do this. The thing is, you're focusing on the negatives of what you can't do rather than what you can. And knowing that we are together, knowing that we are going to be there to uplift many, you know, like I'm not the brightest student or you know, what I've always said, I'm not the brightest student, but I tell you what, I haven't got through life to where I am by staying in one spot or staying stuck back in the past. Because moving forward creates creativity, it creates a excitement of what is to come. So remember that you don't have to be tech savvy for what you already know. It's about being open to learn, to explore and to grow together, as I just explained. You know, those who learn quicker are going to be able to help those who maybe don't understand where they're going to be at. Now, I don't know, as Chris said, you know, who's qualified, who's not qualified in going forward. All I know is that whoever I go with, or if I am qualified, that I'm going to give it my 110%, even though, you know, right now I'm going through those difficult times of pain and, you know, resting and, you know, just changing in myself and my own mindset. But we can all do this, and remember, we are definitely stronger together. So if you're feeling worried or unsure, please don't. Please don't put that worry on yourself. It's like worrying about something in the future that may never happen. You know, it's about worrying something in your life, and we spend so much time in worry and stress about things that never happen. You know, and I'm bringing this to you to say, if you're feeling worried or unsure or stressed, you know, then please stop, because there are so many people here that are going to be able to help you, okay, to guide you, to direct you. And Asher said himself, you know, that it's going to be fun learning. So look at the positives and take the positives from that today, okay? And when you hear my recording, I'd love to hear, you know, how you're feeling. Put it in the chat. You know, if you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe. Click on the bell for all, and you will get notification for when we do go live. There are many people out there who are building or putting together their YouTube channels. Is it necessary right now? I don't know. You know, I've had mine for many years. But please, if there's people out there that you resonate with, please support them. Go over to their YouTube channels and have a look and subscribe. It's absolutely free, okay? So you don't have to know everything. You just have to be willing to begin again. That's where transformation starts. And sometimes beginning again is scary. Again, bringing it back to relationships, bringing it back to maybe a business, maybe you change jobs, maybe you change direction. There's all different things that happen in our life, okay? But that's where the transformation starts, is we've got to be willing to at least try. You know, there's some terminologies around the word try, but if you don't get off your backside and do something and say, you know what, I am going to give this. The old is gone, the new vehicle has arrived. It's picked up so many people, and now we're on to the new destination, and our first platform is Victory with Ash. So we've been called to change. You know, change is scary, okay, in anything that you do in life. So to become examples of what it means to embrace change is with faith, curiosity, and hope. So if we keep those in our hearts, we embrace change. You know, if you have faith in the dear Lord above, then pray, you know, is this right for me? Is this, you know, give me the strength to move forward, the courage, you know, that you need to do something different, to change your mindset. Remember, Ash has always said the movement is about uplifting humanity, and now that begins with us by uplifting ourselves, by changing our mindset, by learning new ways of doing, you know, business, whether it be to bring hope for humanity, whether it's to build your own business, to be able to support those around you, whether it's to help those in need. The desire of what you want in your life is yours. You know, it belongs to you in what your goals are and what you want to achieve in life. But if you don't get up and do something, then you're stuck in the past. And being stuck in the past never moved anybody forward, okay? So we'll be learning, we'll be expanding our skills, and we'll be rediscovering how powerful we really are. I've probably mentioned many times on my Who, What, Where Wednesday how worthy you are. You know, you have to start believing in that, and a lot of that comes from changing your mindset. Changing your mindset to believe that you are worthy of what it is that we're moving forward with. You are worthy to take on these new things that we're going to be learning. Remember that it's going to be easy. Ash has always explained that it's going to be easy for you, okay? Now, you might think, oh yeah, but I've never done this before. But again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that there are many of us who are going to be moving forward, going on to victory with Ash, whatever that looks like. I'm open to learning, even at my age. You know, a lot of people say, but I'm past all of that. And look, there was probably a time that I thought that myself, like, oh, can I learn something new? I've done so much learning in my life, but you know, I put that positive into the path forward and go, you know what, I want to have a look at this. I want to be able to help others, uplift others. And you know, that's something that we can all do together. Whatever talents you have, whatever you know, previous experience, let's go in with an open mind and know that it isn't all about just changing or being, oh, I know all of that, I know all of that. Let's go in with an open mind, okay? So we'll, powerful, yeah. I believe with all my heart that this new journey, Victory with Ash, is exactly where we're meant to be, okay? Each and every one of you, whether you filled out the questionnaire or whether you're waiting to be with somebody who has been qualified through the Victory with Ash platform, you know, ready to cross over to that bridge, then please, you know, stay confident in knowing that whoever is chosen in that qualifying period, or those priority positions, I think they call it, that they are the right people that have been chosen to lead each and every one of us, okay, to help us through that process of victory with Ash. So let's walk together with open minds, peaceful hearts, and trust that every new beginning carries a blessing. Okay, look for the positives, look for the blessing. You know, like I said, you know, with everything that I've been through of late, and you know some of it, if you haven't, you can go back and watch my last video on Who, What, Where Wednesday, and I explained there that I have had to step back because of a pain, bursitis in my hip. And but we can do this together, okay, by uplifting each other. So I'm here for you, and I hope that and pray that you're all there to uplift each other, and also be there for me as well, because I need that also. So continued prayers and love, because we all need to move forward with the same and mindset. And if you haven't, then there's going to be changes coming where you might need to look at things and go, you know what, this is something that I've carried from the past and I need to let this go. Again, uplifting, supporting each other is very important. So and now let me just read this last bit. So where was I now? So when we let go of what was, we step into what can be, and that's where true victory begins. So when we let go of what was, we step into what can be, and that's where true victory begins. So remember, I'm just here sharing my little bit about, you know, my thoughts around victory with Ash. I want each and every one of you to stay positive. I want you to feel the blessing of what is coming. You know, reach out if you feel a little bit confused, but stay true to what your beliefs are. And don't be jumping here, there, and everywhere, and whatever. You know, yes, there is some people out there that are sharing the wrong information. We know about it. Ash knows about it. Chris knows about it. There's many of us that know about it because we see it all the time, or it gets sent to us. So just be aware that the truth is what is important, not some highfalutin, this looks better and that looks better, or this is what's going to happen, and you know, if you don't do this, this is going to happen. Don't buy into that rubbish, okay? You know and have been told for so long now that what is truth is coming from Ash, And from those of us who share, because like with Chris and Red, they have that connection with Ash and also Julie and Susie. So, and Mike Ellis, just have a look at them all, you know, go and have a look at their YouTubes, keep up to date with that, check into your OES, your back office, sign in, log in, look for any updates from there, because that's where the truth from Ash will be coming forward and sharing with us all. So we get to read that, we get the same message, each and every one of us. So like I said, stay true to who you are, what your heart is, why you came to do this, and the hope for humanity and lifting others. So thank you all for listening to me. Again, I will come back to you soon as I can. I need to go and rest now, but I love you all. And I said, send heaps and heaps of blessings to each and every one of you. Remember to pray for those in need. We need it all over the world right now. God is my Savior, and or Jesus is my Savior. You know, God is my Lord, and I ask each and every one of you to keep doing that for myself and others. God's blessings to you all. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. And I shall talk to you again real soon. Love to you all, and bye for now.